Hello and welcome to my channel, your go-to source for the latest in Hallmark Channel News 24. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for all the updates. Let's dive right in. Marcus Rosner is already one proud papa. Nearly 3 months after welcoming his first child in January 2026 with his wife, Ali Craker, the longtime Hallmark hunk and new Sullivan's Crossing cast member says their baby boy is already taking after his parents. Rosner, who announced his little one's birth in a social media post on February 1st, has shared periodic updates on life as a new dad, including in a sweet Instagram story he posted on March 31st. Posting a photo of himself holding his little guy gripping his shirt and trying to lift his head, the falling like snowflakes star wrote, "You can't pick who they are. I know that. I accept that. I love that. But, if you would have asked me which singular trait I would choose, if able, it would have been curiosity," Rosner sweetly admitted. And that is the one thing that has already made itself incredibly apparent. Boy be lookin'. Red heart eyes, man, detective light skin tone. It makes sense that curiosity would be important to Rosner, who is a voracious reader and traveler. Craker, whom he married in 2021 in Guatemala's Convento Santa Clara, also loves to take deep dives into history and science. She's worked as a producer and writer for miniseries including Secrets of the Underground Railroad, Secrets of Ancient Structures, and 2025's Alien Corridors. Craker also helped Rosner develop his award-winning 2026 short film Emergency, about two children who form an unexpected bond during a late-night emergency room visit amidst the guarded silence of hidden suffering. Rosner's fans and friends have loved watching the actor and producer fall in love with being a dad, flooding him with comments on his periodic posts, including a rant on March 12 that showcased how blown away he is by every little special moment with his little guy. "I dunno, I'm not coping well, but it's amazing," he adorably admitted after listing off all the things that had him gobsmacked after becoming a dad. Fellow Hallmark star Kat Barrell commented on that post, "Red heart, red heart, red heart, red heart, accurate. You're doing it right." Someone else affirmed, "You said all the things correctly. You are spot on with your feelings. You love them so much it's just a load of emotions. Enjoy every minute. My babies are 22 and 27 and I've enjoyed every single stage. Bless you and your lovely family. Red heart. OMG, these feelings are perfection," someone else wrote. "You are the best. I feel the same about my kids and they are older. God has given the gift of them to me. I am to take care of them and remember God has loaned them to me to teach them to be amazing humans." For years, Marcus Rosner has charmed audiences with his heartfelt performances across romantic dramas and fan-favorite television movies. Known for his calm presence, expressive eyes, and emotional depth on screen, Rosner has built a reputation as someone who understands connection, whether it's portraying love stories or navigating complex relationships in his roles. But now, the Canadian actor has stepped into a role that transcends every script he's ever read: fatherhood. And in a recent revelation that has touched fans across the globe, Rosner opened up about his newborn child, sharing a deeply personal detail that has quickly become the center of attention. According to the actor, his baby has already shown a very specific trait, one he had quietly hoped for long before becoming a dad. That simple admission has sparked waves of emotion among fans, especially those who have followed his journey from rising star to devoted family man. A new chapter begins. Becoming a parent is a transformative experience, one that reshapes priorities, emotions, and identity. For Rosner, this transition appears to have unfolded with both awe and reflection. While the actor has generally kept his private life out of the spotlight, the arrival of his child marked a moment too meaningful to keep entirely hidden. In his words, there was something almost surreal about holding his baby for the first time, something that made everything else in life feel smaller, quieter, and less urgent. Friends and fans alike noted a shift in his tone when speaking about fatherhood. The confident, composed performer was still there, but layered with something softer, something more vulnerable. And it all seemed to come back to one thing: hope. The one trait that meant everything. When Rosner revealed that his newborn already displays a particular trait he had always wished for, it wasn't something flashy or extraordinary in the traditional sense. It wasn't about intelligence, athleticism, or talent. It was something far more human. He described the trait as a sense of calmness, a quiet, observant nature that seems to reflect a deep inner peace. According to Rosner, his baby has shown moments of stillness, eye contact, and emotional presence that feel unusually grounded for someone so new to the world. For him, that trait represents something profound. In a world that often feels chaotic, fast-paced, and overwhelming, Rosner admitted that he always hoped his child would carry a sense of calm, a kind of emotional steadiness that could serve as both shield and strength. And now, seeing even a glimpse of that in his newborn has left him both surprised and deeply moved. Why this trait matters so much? For many parents, hopes for their children often revolve around success or happiness. But Rosner's wish feels rooted in something more introspective. Calmness, as he described it, isn't about being passive or withdrawn. It's about having a center, a grounding force that allows someone to navigate life's highs and lows without losing themselves. It's a trait that can shape relationships, decision-making, and emotional well-being. Rosner hinted that his own life experiences may have influenced this hope. As an actor, he's lived within an industry that demands constant movement, reinvention, and visibility. It's a world where stillness is rare and noise is constant. Perhaps that's why the idea of raising a child who possesses an inner calm feels so meaningful to him. It represents balance. It represents resilience. And above all, it represents peace. Fans react to the heartwarming revelation. The response from fans has been immediate and overwhelmingly positive. Social media platforms lit up with messages of support, admiration, and shared emotion as people connected with Rosner's words. Many parents chimed in, relating to the moment of discovering their child's early personality traits. Others simply appreciated the sincerity of his reflection, a reminder that even public figures experience the same quiet hopes and fears as anyone else. Some fans even pointed out how fitting it seems for Rosner himself. Known for his composed and thoughtful demeanor, the idea that his child might share a similar energy felt almost poetic. Comments ranged from heartfelt congratulations to deeply personal stories about parenthood, creating a sense of community around a single, simple truth: those early moments matter. From screen romance to real-life love, Rosner's career has largely been defined by stories of love, particularly within the world of romantic television films. His performances often center around connection, vulnerability, and emotional growth. But fatherhood introduces a completely different kind of love. It's not scripted. It's not structured. And it certainly doesn't follow a predictable arc. In many ways, it's the most authentic role he's ever taken on. Those who have followed his work can't help but draw parallels between the characters he's portrayed and the person he appears to be in real life. There's a sincerity in both, a willingness to feel deeply and express it openly. Now, that same emotional depth is being directed toward his child. The quiet power of early moments. There's something uniquely powerful about the earliest days of a child's life. These are the moments when everything is new, unfiltered, and full of possibility. For Rosner, noticing this trait so early feels like a gift. It's not about predicting the future or defining who his child will become. Instead, it's about recognizing a spark, a small but meaningful glimpse into a personality that will continue to evolve over time. He acknowledged that babies change rapidly, and traits can shift as they grow. But that doesn't diminish the significance of what he's seeing now. Because sometimes, it's those fleeting, early impressions that stay with us the longest. A personal reflection on parenthood. In sharing this story, Rosner has done something more than just update fans on his life. He's offered a reflection on what it means to hope for something simple yet profound. Parenthood often brings out these quiet wishes, the kind that aren't always spoken out loud but live deep within. For some, it's kindness. For others, it's courage. For Rosner, it was calmness. And in seeing even a hint of that in his newborn, there's a sense that something has come full circle. What comes next for Marcus Rosner? As Rosner continues to balance his career with his new responsibilities as a father, fans are eager to see what this next chapter holds. Will fatherhood influence the roles he chooses? Will it shape the stories he wants to tell? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, this experience has already left a mark. The way he speaks, the way he reflects, and the way he shares these small yet meaningful moments all point to someone who is deeply present in this stage of life. And perhaps that's the most important trait of all. Final thoughts. Marcus Rosner's heartfelt revelation about his newborn isn't just a celebrity update, it's a reminder of the beauty found in life's simplest hopes. In a world that often celebrates big achievements and loud milestones, there's something incredibly powerful about focusing on something as quiet as a baby's calm presence. It's a reminder that sometimes, the most meaningful things aren't the ones we chase, but the ones we gently hope for. And when those hopes begin to take shape, even in the smallest ways, they can feel nothing short of extraordinary. For Rosner, that moment has already arrived. And for fans watching from afar, it's a story that resonates far beyond the screen.